Hello YouTube, and this is Robert with Super Galactic Geek Review, and we've got Christmas Tree Part 2 for you. Now I'm going to show you a little trick that I learned a while back that actually is pretty cool you can do with the lights. Take your lights, and with your first strand part right here, you want to take the cord and run it all the way back up into the middle of the tree. And you want to wrap the lights basically around the limb so that you're wrapping each limb, putting as much lights as you can on that tree limb. And then you're going to wrap it, go back down the limb also, and bring it around. Now, when you do this, you end up with a lot more lights on the tree, and it gets it really, really bright. So the cool thing about that is I'm going to end up with a lot of red lights. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish that off. I'm going to light it up and show you what that looks like, and then what I'll do is I'll show you some of the decorations, how to lay them out, and I'll show you how to do the ribbon trick too. Alright? I'll be right back. Okay, this is the tree lit. As you can see, when we do the lights like that, you get a full amount of lights on the tree. It already had pre-lit whites on there, so I think the red and white's going to look really good with this. Let's go ahead and start getting our ornaments up on here. I'm going to take some of the little smaller ones like this and put them around the edge here first. And try to keep them a little bit uniform as I go. That way I can get these done and out of the way. Leaving spaces between, because I'm going to go back and put some balls between it to give it a little bit of spacing. And then we're going to do the trick with the putting all of the ribbon through. And that should catch us up with most of the tree. So like I said, I'm just going to spread them out a little bit right now. We'll go back in and fill it in a little bit with the balls and get them all done. And let's try to get as many on here as possible, as quick as possible. Okay. Now for the back of the tree, since it's not going to be seen as much, and I do not have as many Star Wars ornaments as I'd like to have this year. Hopefully next year I'll have more of them. We can add more to it. What I'm going to do with the back of the tree is I'm going to end up filling it in with red balls. So it'll still have ornaments, but the Star Wars stuff will be right in the front where you can see it all. Alright, that's looking really good. So here's our ribbon. Let me grab one of these. Oh, I forgot about our little stuffed one. Let's just put him in the tree right over here. He'll fit in right here. I might get some more of those little stuffed guys to shove up in the tree spots too, because I think they look kind of good, you know. So let's go ahead and get our ribbon on. Of course, it's going to be difficult getting this off. There we go. So what we do is we take our ribbon, and I usually take it right off the roll because it's easier to deal with that way. And I do have a bad piece of ribbon. As you can see there, there's a trick you can do with that. Just grab you a pair of scissors, and this is what you do with the end of it anyways. You just cut it at an angle all the way across. Now I did a type of net ribbon because I thought it would be really cool to do a net ribbon with this tree. So since we do have one side cut, let's start with that side and we'll wrap it up and around. What you do is you stick it in, start at your bottom, you bring your point out like this, you stick into the tree a little bit. I usually try to poke it in there really good, about halfway up since this is a small tree. Bring it around the ornaments. Don't run over your ornaments because you'll end up making a mess there and they won't look good. Bring it around the top of the tree, tucking it in under some limbs and lights there so that it stays. Come to the other side of the tree and you bring it right down. And remember, don't put it over your ornaments. Bring your ornaments. If you've got to push one of your ornaments out, like I've got a stormtrooper, first order stormtrooper right here. I'm pulling him out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it right into here. And I'm going to tuck it in, right in there inside those limbs. Bring it down here. And if you noticed, I've got quite a bit excess left over. That's fine. I just come down here and I cut it at an angle a little bit further down. And tuck it right there at the bottom of the tree. So you can see right here around the edge, it's tucked at the bottom of the tree. I got a little bit of excess left over, but that looks pretty good. I mean, that is basically what you do. You get you a nice Star Wars tree set up. Like I said, I will be adding a lot more ornaments to it. We're going to be doing our custom topper next. So I'm going to go get the stuff tomorrow, and I will do the video for you for the custom topper. It's going to look really good, guys. So wait till you see what we do with this. This is going to be amazing. It's going to be a topper that nobody else has because I'm custom making it. So YouTube, go ahead and click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and be proud to be a geek.